Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faizul bin Taj Azian, and today we will present about the merger and acquisition of Celcomdigi. I will introduce the group members of our group project. First, Sharifah Fatimah Akmal, Nasrul Hakimi, Nur Zakiatul Hasanah, Wan Abdul Rahman, and I am Muhammad Faizul bin Taj Azian. Before we go further with our presentation of the group project, I will discuss about the company background. First, Celcom is the oldest telco in Malaysia with a wide 5G or 4G coverage. The company also provide affordable postpaid plans, broad coverage. However, Celcom is losing its market share with high operating costs. Digi in other hand is a strong prepaid proposition with the early tech adaptation of quality. Digi is a strong brand and market position and with the strong market position. However, Digi have a poor coverage and weak marketing.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Sharifah Fatimah Akmal binti Syed Ubaidillah and my metric number is 2023223042. Today, I will briefly present the main reason behind the Celcomdigi merger. First, the merger created Malaysia's largest telecommunication operator with over 20 million subscribers and more than 40% market share. This strengthens Celcomdigi's position to compete with major players like Maxis and U-Mobile. Second, the companies aim to achieve cost saving to up to 8 billion in long term through shared network infrastructure, procurement, and administrative function. These operational synergies will improve overall efficiency. Third, the merger supports technological innovation. RM 250 million was invested into a new innovation center in Kuala Lumpur focusing on 5G, AI, and cloud computing, also lot, aligning with Malaysia's digital transformation goals. Next, the combined financial strength of the merged entity has improved. Before the merger, both firms had high debt ratio. Post-merger, the debt ratio dropped to 56.54%, indicating a healthier balance sheet and better capacity for future investment. Lastly, the merger improves the customer's experience by offering better network coverage, more reliable services and competitive pricing, ultimately delivering greater value to Malaysian consumers. In summary, the Celcom-Digi merger strengthens market leadership, boosts efficiency, drives innovation, improves financial health, and enhances services for customers. Thank you.
Now, let's talk about the methods for merger and acquisition. The two most common types are the cash-based method and the stock-based method. Let's break it down. In cash-based method, the acquiring company or firm uses its cash to purchase the shares or the assets of the target company. This method commonly used by the firm or company that has sufficient liquidity and access to low interest financing. However, it can put pressure on the acquirer's cash reserves and increase its debt. Additionally, the selling shareholders may also face tax liabilities from capital gain. On the other hand, the stock-based method for merger and acquisition involve issuing new shares for the target company shareholders in exchange for their existing shares. In this setup, the target company shareholders become the part owner of the combined company, which effectively create a long-term collaboration. Additionally, this method avoids huge and immediate cash outflow, but it may reduce the EPS or earning per share of the company. In the case of Celcomdigi, The merger was carried out using the stock-based merger method. This allowed both the parent companies, Axiata Group Berhad and Telenor Asia, to each retain a 33.1% stake in the newly formed Celcomdigi Berhad. This approach was chosen to maintain the balance sheet health, to avoid taking on huge debt, and most importantly, to reflect mutual confidence in the merged company long-term potential.
Here I will present the merger and acquisition process for Celcomdigi. 1. Initial discussions and strategic alignment. June 2021. In June 2021, Celcom and Digi's parent companies, Axiata Group Berhad and Telenor Asia, began formal discussions on the proposed merger. The main objective is to create a stronger and more competitive entity that supports the country's digital agenda and improves services through technology and infrastructure sharing. Both companies also see opportunities to save costs and increase innovation and network scalability. Second, letter of intent and due diligence. After that, both parties signed a letter of intent stating a shared vision and proposed ownership structure. They conducted a comprehensive review involving financial audits, legal compliance, tax, intellectual property, liability, and human resources. The review results also showed potential synergies of 5.5 million ringgit and the compatibility of work cultures between the two companies. Third, announcement of merger structure agreement, April 2022. In April 2022, Axiata and Telenor announced that the review had been completed and agreed to proceed with the stock-for-stock merger. The new company was named Celcomdigi Berhad, and both Axiata and Telenor held 33.1% of the shares. Celcomdigi now has over 19 million customers, making it the largest telco in Malaysia. Fourth, regulatory approval, June to November 2022. This process required approval from several parties, such as MCMC, Securities Commission, Bursa Malaysia, shareholders of both companies. In June 2022, MCMC granted conditional approval, including ensuring fair competition and open access for smaller companies. All final approvals were obtained in November 2022 after the conditions were met. 5. Legal implementation and establishment of Celcomdigi Berhad. Finally, all assets and operations were transferred to Celcomdigi Berhad. The new share structure and board of directors were also determined based on the valuation. Celcomdigi shares officially began trading on Bursa Malaysia, marking the completion of the merger process.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Zakia Tuan Sana binti Zakaria. I'm here to share the key benefit of the Celcomdigi merger. Firstly, a strong, reliable network. By late 2023, Celcomdigi cover 97% of populated area with 4G LTE and 91% with LTE Advanced, operating Malaysia's largest mobile network. Over 5,600 sites were modernized, improving download speeds by 20 to 26% and signal strength by 13 to 16%. Next, major cost saving and efficiency. The merger is expected to save $1.2 billion in network costs and 237.8 million in IT over 3 years. By the end of 2023, Celcomdigi had realized over 300 million ringgit in cost savings, completing 35% of the network integrations. Next, market leadership and healthy finance. Celcomdigi served 20.6 million subscribers, which is around of the market. In 2023, sales revenue grew by 0.4% to 10.859 billion ringgit. Normalized profit after tax increased 3.2% to 2.151 billion ringgit. Next, after 5G rollout integration, more than 50% of network upgrades were complete by mid-2024, on track to finish 75% by end 2024. This escalations the launch of 5G ready multi-band and massive MIMO infrastructure. Next, better customer service. Average monthly data use is now 31.2 gigabyte but for Celcom user, and 26.1 gigabyte for Digi user. Home fiber subscriptions grow 27% to by the end 2023. Next, innovation and future readiness. Cost and scale freed up resources invest in 5G, AL and enterprise services. Celcomdigi is building a state-of-the-art AL experience center to drive innovations. In summary, Celcomdigi has delivered wider coverage, faster speeds, big cost savings, strong financials, better customer value, and platform for future innovations. Thank you.
In conclusion, the merger between Celcom and Digi exemplifies a successful stock-based merger that resulted in strong financial outcome. The combined company, Celcomdigi, benefited with the synergy realization, improved earnings per share, and increase in total firm's value. Careful consideration of the payment method between stock and cash method, alongside careful strategy alignment, ensure good values for both the company and the shareholders. And in general, mergers and acquisitions are powerful tools for companies to expand market, achieve cost efficiency, and enhance technology. Choosing the right financial method is indeed crucial, with the cash method offer speed and control, while the stock method promote future collaboration and shared ownership. In this case, Celcomdigi after the merge has now further positioned themselves for long-term and sustainable growth in Malaysia's telecom industry. Thank you very much. That's all from us.